Where's your faith now? So as you throw the door open, ahead of you, you see a chamber, 20 feet wide, 30 feet deep, lit up by sconces glowing with red flames on the wall, and a wave of unusual aromas and scents hits all of you. Not quite as incensey as the wave of smells coming into the room when you visit Lochic Drogma, but more powerful, harsh and chemical kind of smells waft out of this room as the door flies open. Glancing inside, you see immediately to the right of the doorway is a desk with a chair and a lockbox beside it. On the wall past that would be on the west wall, there is a massive table. There's also a stool. And then on the back wall, there's a very luxurious looking rug made from some kind of unusual exotic beast of some kind. And it's quite large. The massive rug covers almost the entire back third of this room. And sitting on top of that is a very comfortable, very oversized divan, a very comfortable looking lounging kind of flat chair with one large raised arm. It's also littered with pillows. Within this chamber, you see a number of pit fiends who appear to be ready and at attention for whomever may come into the room.
Just to clarify for the listeners out there, these are humans in a gang called the Pit Fiends. Okay.
Not pit fiend demons. Devils.
Okay.
Not those.
That could be worse.
That might be a little worse.
Potentially could be worse. Okay. Very good.
So in this room, you see a total of 6 pit fiends. 3 of them look very familiar to some of the other guys that you've seen around. Rough-looking thugs wearing blood-soaked leathers and bear a blade resembling a sharpened fiend wings for a hand. So there's 3 pit fiend thugs there towards the back of the room, near the divan. Towards the front of the room, you see 3 more, but these pit fiends, they appear to be far more well outfitted than other pit fiends that you've encountered. Particularly, they have a well-made gladius in hand, as well as a skizzer on their other hand. And you also notice that they have a collection of bolas on their hips. And in addition to that, they are actually wearing armor, not just simple leathers, but some more
There's so many
more formidable looking armor. They're all wearing breastplates. And each one of their breastplates is emblazoned with the seal of the pit fiends on its chest. There's also 3 more figures in this room. One of them appears to be a man, a good-looking human, who is wearing just a simple thong. And other than that, he's bare-chested. He's very sweaty looking. And his eyes, even from where you're standing, his eyes are dilated. He doesn't seem to be kind of all there.
Is it Thuvius?
It's not Thuvius,
okay.
No. No, you've never seen this person. They're good looking, though. Good looking fella. Above them, hanging from sitting upon a sconce on the wall, one of the ones that has the red flames. Although this one is out, you see a very familiar looking, massive, bloated raven.
I've seen that raven.
Who you've seen. You actually chased it down here. It was originally on the I'm going to say skywalk again. It was on the
catwalk.
The catwalk, thank you. That was in the top layer of
the one that I tried to shoot
warehouse.
down but failed.
You failed, yes. So it is now here, leering above all of you.
Excellent.
At the back of the room, above the divan, and beside the man, you see a fearsome-looking tiefling woman.
Oh,
so this woman, she's a red-skinned woman with sharp horns and a thick tail. She also holds in one hand a deadly-looking spear. Most strikingly about this woman is her sheer size. She is quite tall. And not only that, she is very muscular. But in a not in like a showy bodybuilder muscular, like athletic, still kind of despite her impressive size and stature, still very attractive and very tempting, but fearsome. This raven-haired figure has pale crimson skin, a long sinuous tail, and tall goat horns. And she, not counting her horns, she stands at 6'6".
Oh,
so she is big. So as you guys enter, she is standing in front of her divan. And she kind of hikes this guy up beside her, and she's holding her spear, and she's got it held, braced on the floor, right up against the back of his neck.
I don't know who that is.
So as the door bursts open, this innocent captive man seems to be all at the mercy of this fearsome woman. So as the door bursts open, she calls towards you without a second's notice, without a second's delay. I don't know who any of you think you are, but this is my territory. Nobody moves in on the dockside devil and gets away with it. If you're really the hero types that you seem to be, you'll throw down your weapons. And then she pushes on her spear a little bit, getting a little bit of blood off the back of this guy's neck. Continuing. Or this one, I'll stick him like a pig.
Knowledge local?
Let's get a knowledge local. See if you recognize this guy.
Knowledge local of 16.
Okay, so you don't know who this fellow is, but you do recognize the tattoo that he actually has on the side of his neck, bearing him as one of the more prominent members of the Lumber Consortium. So he is one of the more high-ranking members of the Lumber Consortium. Probably someone who actually runs one of the camps, or possibly one of the other logging sites that they might have, be it a processing site or something like that. It's pretty common for them to have a seal marking them as that.
Okay. So, do I have a chance to speak now, or is this going to go straight
until anyone takes an action that would do otherwise, you feel free to talk.
So, Scarlet will step just a little forward so she can see and look at this woman in the eyes. And
so are you entering the room?
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna try to scooch over and excuse me, sir. And,
occupy the dog space.
Well, I just want to. I want to be able to talk to her.
And occupy my space. Very nice.
As long as you're okay with that.
Well, is anyone entering the room?
Not yet. No.
No.
Okay, so you're all holding up in the other room behind the safety of the...
Get out of my way for a second.
The door with the button on it. Okay, so you scooch beside the door. You can kind of peek your head in, see what's going on.
So as she was saying her speech, I would shoot Scarlet a sideways glance, and then that's when you'd move closer.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And I will say to her, I'll say, I've heard that you're a coward. You're going to hide behind innocence. This isn't between the three of us. This is between you and I. And Scarlet will hold up a black rose, and she will say, and she'll just drop it on the ground, and she will say, "Prove that you are not the coward that you're showing me you are right now."
What, you supposed to scare me, gardener?
And she's gonna
Coward? Just because I'm smarter than some buffoon who would charge after you after some little insult?
smarter.
I don't think so.
You're hiding behind an innocent. That's cowardly. And behind the rest of these chumps. Your due is now. We gave you the chance, and you didn't take it.
I'll take a intimidate check, please.
23.
Ooh. Okay, so she is taken aback, but then she lets out a very satisfied grin, almost like she enjoyed you being so forceful.
I figured she would.
She said, "Well, if you think taking a hostage is cowardly, how about I just execute this hostage?" And then she jabs a little bit more forward against the back of this guy's neck,
Scarlet looks
and he kind of starts to let out a bit of a moan.
Scarlet looks her dead in the eye, and she says, "He means nothing to this." And she says, "I'm going to make this quick so that you don't feel any pain."
Okay.
She draws her sword.
She draws forth the magnificent ironwood blade
ironwood blade.
that is yet to be named.
Exactly. It hasn't earned a name yet.
Not yet. Okay, what is anyone else doing as she is provoking the
I'll just
hostage?
make sure my bow's out. That's about all I'm doing.
Dockside devil.
Let the talkie talks.
Scarlet will be like, she'll like pull out a
He's a simple man.
with the hand that they
Gargan.
can't see. She'll pull out like a flask of alchemist acid and hand it to Kurgan.
Okay, I guess I got one hand. I got
Gaius. What?
All right. What am I gonna do?
I'm sure this is all in accordance with your moral compass.
Oh yeah, love it. Love everything about it. Works.
I have a hostage. I don't care. Kill him for all I care. That's not even a bluff. I'm here to kill you.
That's not a bluff.
I bet
by the
Gaius
way.
is really excited that he let you. He's like, "Oh, she's got this. It's okay. She's usually got a pretty even head on her shoulders."
We have magic. We can heal people. It's fine.
Yeah, I've never brought anyone back from the dead with magic before.
Well, not this time either.
Okay, what am I gonna
I'm
do?
sure
What am I
his
gonna do? What
family
am I
will
gonna
miss
do?
him,
What
but
am I
that's
gonna
about it.
Okay, what do you got, guys?
All right.
You said you were going to do something, so
Okay, so
far the negotiations are not going well.
yeah.
I think they're going fantastically.
Well, we weren't expecting them to have a hostage. We also weren't expecting her to be here when we came down here.
All the better.
I know it makes you guys. I mean, I know it makes Scarlet happy.
If only one innocent has to die.
If it didn't clue in, you are definitely looking at Melina Ilsbeth, the Dockside Devil.
Yeah, okay.
That's definitely her.
Okay.
Matches the description you were given by Tilius Wren, the very legitimate pit fiend member who's definitely not in it because he was lazy.
So,
So are you going to say something or
I'll step in front
Yeah.
of you
step in front of Scarlet?
to kind of break line of sight.
Get out of the way. I'm doing a thing.
Get the attention brought to me as things start to escalate. As you reach for your sword,
There's no escalation.
I guess I'll try to talk her into releasing the captive because that's kind of the only angle I got.
So
Okay.
she'll say to you, "Okay, but make it quick."
So what are you gonna say?
So what I'll say is, we're here to put an end to what you're doing down here, one way or another. Your captive's life doesn't have to be involved in what we're doing, but I'll tell you now that we will not take you in alive if you take his life.
So she smiles and says, "If I take his life?" In a horrific display, you see the oversized raven drop down from its pedestal, and as it does, its body explodes outwards.
I'm shooting my arrow.
For sure. We're going to get rolls for initiative in just a second.
Yeah.
Its body explodes outwards. The feathers melting off of its frame. As in its place, fiendish wings and a whipping scorpion-like tail lash behind this red-skinned devil. So this thing is about the size of... about as big as the raven was. So it's about the size of a turkey. And so as it drops down, its stinger tears straight through the back of this guy's neck and comes out of his mouth. Everybody roll for initiative. And this fiend starts to laugh. Rolls for initiative. Gaius.
All right, with a 14 on the dice, I have a 16 on initiative.
Big 16. Kurgan.
15.
Nice. 15. Okay, the Dockside Devil. What does she have, I wonder?
Tell us.
Let's find out. Looking pretty good so far.
For whom?
And what about Blasphemous? Ooh, his isn't good. Our little friendly imp fella. This is not very good.
Flickerwick?
Scarlet Carson.
It's a big 10 for Scarlet.
Big 10. Greymane.
4.
Nice 4. It's Flickerwick's turn
Okay, hang on.
for initiative.
Spira gave us something.
And a 19.
And we're supposed to say
19 for
Spira
Flickerwick.
says hello. What did she give us? Was it a bomb? Wallace?
Looking it up right now.
She gave us something.
She did give
I
us
wrote
something.
down Spira says hello is something we have to say.
She was very clear about that.
yeah.
It was very important.
Don't worry. I got it.
Okay, because you better be using that thing. I want to see this place go down in flames. I realize we're underground in a cave. Burn it.
Non-lethal
Well, you
tornado.
remember the city is built in a quarry.
Yeah.
It's built in an old quarry. So this would have been built on top of one of the quarry layers, and then they would have had to dig in, or maybe they used an existing tunnel. And that's where it's it's like a man-made cave, basically.
Great. I still want it to be on fire.
Well, it's a good position for that, is what I'm saying.
Yes. Throw that thing.
Okay, so
We're so dead. This is gonna be rough.
Flickerwick is the first to go. So in a flash, Flickerwick suddenly explodes into a massive flame. So instead of being a tiny little dim candle, he's now the size of like a raging campfire. And in a booming voice, "Foul creatures, face the wrath of the divine for your blasphemies." And with that, a massive pulse of golden fire rips out from him in all directions and engulfs all of the foul foes before you.
Yeah, get him. Get him,
What type of
Flickerwick.
creature was this again? Did we find that out, right?
You did. He's a lantern archon. He's a little
He's
Little small, little
tiniest of
light
the
guy.
Celestials.
shedding a warm and calming radiance. This orb of light moves with a preternatural silence and otherworldly grace.
He's so cute. He's like a little cat from Angels. He's an angel cat. They keep him as pets.
It looks like this fire, this golden radiance, it spreads out and it seems to maintain a barrier about 20 feet in all directions from him. For all of you, it feels very calming and soothing. But the two closest pit fiends, the more formidable ones with the breastplates, they look visibly shaken by the display.
Yeah, get him.
So they're shaking in their boots. It looks like they're definitely off from witnessing that. Flickerwick does that, and then you see the golden glow that's emanating from around it. Kind of while the main radiance is still there, you see a vibrant, searing beam erupt from the center mass of Flickerwick, and it flies forward and it strikes a pit fiend towards the back of the room. One of the ones that look like one of the thugs. And it's actually two. It actually splits into two beams, and both fly towards that pit fiend. And one of them goes wild past his shoulder and burns a searing hole into the wall behind him. The other beam hits him, though. And he takes 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Big 4. Oh, got him. Okay, it is the Dockside Devil's turn. So she reaches behind her and produces a dagger with a slick blade. And she hurls it forth towards Kurgan. Sorry, not Kurgan. Towards Gaius, who stands in the door. Just to confirm, Gaius, I got you 19, 12 touch, 17 flat foot. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. Oh, she rolls terribly. Let's see if it hits, though. So her dagger, it goes wide, and it hits the door frame beside you. Okay, Gaius Bainbridge, it is your turn. So she currently is brandishing her spear forwards,
Okay.
and it's not a long spear; it's a normal spear.
Is that the one? Is she the one with the sword high in the air?
Yeah. So the one at the very back, the tiefling, that's her.
Yeah.
You're right. My mini has a sword, but it's a spear.
It's all good.
It's just theater
You
of
also
the
notice
mind.
that Flickerwick is. I have
It's
a
a
goblin with a
goblin.
torch. So that's the best you get.
Flickerwick is just a stagehand and a goblin with a lighter.
What do you got, guys?
Yep. So
What do you
as I go into the room, I'll say to Scarlet, "The imp is mine."
Right on. I'm okay with that. I've made it very clear who my target is here. So.
I move to there, and I'll attack to the one to who's closest to the table. in the
Okay,
room.
so you're going to the one that's on the left. That's shaken a little bit from the that aura of sacred flames.
This assertive Gaius is kind of doing it for me. I mean, it's,
All right, 9 on the dice, so that will be a 15 with the battle axe.
A 15 with the battle axe. Unfortunately, this well-armed and armored pit fiend ducks out of the way. By ducks out of the way, I mean you connect with their breastplate.
Glances off the armor, eh?
Glances off the armor. Kurgan Thunder Howl! Oh!
So I'm going to reach into my sack as a move action to pull out this fire beetle skull bomb.
Okay.
yeah.
And I'm going to yell, Elodie sends her regards. And I'm going to try to throw it at the pit fiend. What's her name again?
Dockside Devil.
Dockside Devil.
Going for the Dockside Devil. Oh, she is pretty far away. Good thing you're a ranged guy, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see your attack roll. But are you aiming for her or aiming in her space?
Space.
Okay. Sounds good.
You have a +1 from aid currently.
12.
It's a 12?
Yeah. As long as it gets down there somewhere. Sorry, 13.
Big 13.
If I'd aid.
Okay, you do hit your target space.
All right, got the football downfield.
Are you aiming for one of these front two spots?
Sure.
Okay. So you're going for the front left corner.
The front and the right one.
The right one. That sounds good.
Oh, and this is an LED created thing.
It is an LED created thing. Okay, so
Considering-
first things first. What you got there, Beast? Oh, just pulling your dice out?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a few D6.
Okay, so first things first, I need you to roll me a D20. Because this isn't just any
Come on, LED. We need you to come through
any
here for
firebomb.
us.
I don't
This
know.
is an LED Spirit
What do we think?
special.
We want high or low?
I think we want high. Power positive thinking.
that is an 8.
Okay. It has the standard effect then.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, roll 5d6, please.
Not bad rolls. Not bad. 5, 10, 14, 18 damage.
Okay.
Or
So on the far left, it's 18?
18.
Okay. So the 3 Pit Fiend thugs all drop to the ground, and they're aflame. They're on fire right now.
Pity I didn't have more of those.
I'm hoping she's not trying to use this as like a marketing campaign. She's like, tell them that Elodie did this so that they'll come buy their fire from me next time.
How was it? Sorry, did you say 19?
18.
18. Okay, 18. The more armed and armored Pit Fiend, who is not within the radiance, they also take the full blast and they collapse to the ground, aflame.
Yeah. Thanks, Elodie.
And so, with the exception of the one that also got hit by the laser beam, the 3 that have fallen, other than that one, that would be the 4th one, the 3 that have fallen, they're still writhing on the ground. However, the other one is stopped moving completely. Okay, and then it seems to have had no effect on the small bat-winged fiend, Blathmus. And as far as Melina, the Dockside Devil, she totally avoids the blast as well.
Of course she does.
Or sorry, let me phrase that. She totally avoids the blast, but the other creature takes the full blast, but he seems unaffected by it. But it did drop 4 Pit Fiends.
Yeah.
Pretty fearsome.
That's awesome.
Okay, so you're done, Kurgan?
I am done.
Are you going to give an instruction to Crayman?
Yeah, I'm going to have him aid Gaius.
Okay, so he's going to guard Gaius?
Yes, guard Gaius.
Okay, so he's just going to follow him around and attack anyone that attacks Gaius.
Yes.
Sounds good. Okay.
Basically, I'll attack the same one Gaius is.
Sounds good.
Probably good enough guard.
Yeah, anyone that attacks Gaius, he'll go after. Otherwise, you give him the attack.
No, I'll have him guard.
Guard. Okay, so he's going to guard him. Okay, that brings us to our first Devil's Den Warden. So she turns to face Gaius head on. And as she does, she's going to slash at you with her skizzer. Or not her skizzer, her gladius. So she winds up and takes a slash, but she misses. Can't get past that heavy shield of yours. The other one that's standing is going to move into a flanking position and also take a slash at you with the gladius, but again missing. And the one who is aflame on the ground continues to burn. Can I get a D6, please, Wallace?
6.
Oh! And they stop moving.
And screaming?
Yeah, the screaming and writhing has stopped. They are not moving. Okay, that brings us to Scarlet. It's your turn.
Scarlet will turn to Kurgan and say, stay in the doorway. Do not let her escape. And she will 5-foot step in, and she's going to try to help out her buddy, Gaius Bainbridge.
Okay, so Scarlet advances. She's in the right ahead of the doorway in the room.
Also,
swings that glorious sword.
She will start a judgment.
Nice.
Of +1 to hit. I don't remember what it's called at this moment.
That's fine.
But +1 to hit. So that is a 20 to hit this Pit Fiend.
Soundly connecting. Let's see some damage.
Okay, let's do
They
this.
are quite defensive, but that ekes in with a fine
man.
slash above the skizzer.
Scarlet
Gets
is
him
not
right in the arm.
happy with this. She wants to be done with this. For 15 points of damage.
15?
15.
Okay, and she collapses to the ground. She is bleeding out on the ground, that Pit Fiend.
Great.
Okay, Scarlet, you're done?
I'm going to pull out a Tanglefoot bag with my move action.
Ooh.
Because I did 5-foot step in.
You do, but
Use
that
the
means
standard.
you're not threatening right now with your greatsword. Then
That's
you're only
correct.
holding it in hand while you have a tanglefoot bag.
That's correct. I don't know if I want to do that then. Do I care to be threatening? I will threaten still.
Okay, so you got the you're
Yeah,
holding the
I
sword out in 2
won't, I
hands.
won't do that.
No drawn. Okay. I'll take a knowledge the plains, please, on this strange little fiend.
Knowledge the plains.
Knowledge the plains.
12.
That ain't
Big 12. Okay.
Huge 12.
You recognize this creature. It is called an imp. It is one of the weaker types of devils. They're quite small. They're tiny. They have the ability to detect good aligned creatures and items and things, as well as magic. They can see in all forms of darkness. They have fast healing, but a very minor amount. You also know that you need a good aligned or silver weapon to effectively deal damage to them. And beyond that, they have the standard devil immunities, being immunity to fire and poison with resistance to acid and cold.
Excellent.
And they do have a number of other abilities, but with your check, that's all you know for sure.
Hey.
But you have seen them use magic to manipulate the mind, and you have also seen it change its form from that of a giant raven into the imp it is now.
So I will quickly say to guys, it's an imp. Put an end to its miserable existence. This is Flickerwick's arch nemesis. It's like the Simpson babies. They just stare at each other every time they walk by.
Every time they walk by. Okay, so the imp lands on Melina Ilspeth on the Dockside Devil's shoulder, and you see that it reaches down into her robes, under her cloak she's wearing, and it produces a small wooden wand with a like a kind of a blue gem on the tip. And it waves holding with 2 hands as it now sits on her shoulder. It waves that forward, and a blue bolt of energy flies out of the wand and strikes Scarlet.
Uh-oh.
You take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
It's force damage.
Force.
Does anyone have spellcraft? So they might recognize that spell that it just used on that wand.
I do not.
Wish I can do
Not I.
spellcraft.
It's magic. Kill it.
I do.
What do you got, Kurgan?
14.
14?
14. 1-4.
You would. It's a very common spell. It just used a wand of magic missile.
Okay.
That was the effect you just saw.
How did it possibly hit me with magic missile? My AC is so high.
Where's your shield spell? Do you
Yeah,
have
exactly.
shield? No. Okay. I got you.
I have shield of faith.
Not faithful enough apparently. And he'll make a mention of that. Where's your faith now?
Let me
Okay.
show you.
We got a pair of
I'll be
burning
right
pit
there.
fiends.
I'll show you where my faith is.
Wallace, you want to roll me 2 6-sided dice? 1 for each of these 2 pit fiends.
1 and a 2.
1 and a 2. Okay, the one that is in the middle stops burning. Or doesn't stop burning. Keeps burning, but stops writhing.
Oh, good.
So only there's 2 that are now burning and writhing on the ground in pain. The other ones that got hit by the fire are not moving. Okay, that brings us to Greymane. Greymane's going to make his way in. And he's going right after the person that was attacking Gaius. So you want to roll an attack, please. Coming in with that bite. Arr, Greymane.
Ooh.
Oh, is that 19 on the dice? Nice.
Yeah.
What is that?
pretty
22 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh, a 6 on the dice for 7 damage.
Big 7.
Is he still standing?
They are still standing.
He's
But
gonna-
will they fall?
He's going to attempt to trip him
Let's see what that trip
as
is.
part of the bite attack.
Grabs onto their leg and yanks down.
It's only a 9.
Unfortunately, they kick off.
A 10.
They kick off Greymane. That was Greymane. Brings us back up to Flickerwick. So Flickerwick, blasphemers, and he flies his way in, and he kind of hovers, kind of over top of the alchemical table, and as he does, one of the pit fiends that still stands takes a whack at him with their short sword or with their gladius, but totally misses. It like passes through some of the glowing light of his body. So he flies in, and when he does, that fiery flames, kind of radiance that emanates from him engulfs both Blathmus the imp and the Dockside Devil, Melina Ilsbeth, the tiefling woman. And both of them seem to start shaking from the mere presence.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, I like that, Chris. Scarlet's got some serious redempting to do.
Okay, and then after it moves there, it you see another single beam of searing light rip out from it, and it flies forth and flies towards the imp. So the searing beam flies forth and flies towards Blathmus, the imp. And it connects square in the chest with him. Whoa, and hits him for 4.
Get him.
And it clearly tears into him. That beam of searing radiance, that searing holy light. It don't care about that imp's resistances. It gets him. Hits him for 4. Okay. It is the Dockside Devil's turn. So she brandishes her spear, and as she does, she starts to speak some foul, blasphemous tones. And as she does, her body starts to sap the light, all the radiance from the room itself. Does anyone have spellcraft?
I do. 8.
You're not sure what happened. When she unleashes this wave of darkness around her, it is so all-consuming that not only does it sap the light from all of the sconces in the room, it actually almost completely diminishes the light of Flickerwick.
Jeepers.
Cast darkness and everything.
Does anyone have dark vision?
I do.
I also do.
Okay, it is
I
so
do.
dark that your dark vision kicks in, and you
Whoa.
can now see her in dark vision. You can view the room with dark vision, and she kind of is going to advance just a little bit more forward. Gaius, it is your turn. Okay, so just to confirm, everybody has dark vision.
Yes, I do.
Except, I don't think Greymane does.
Greymane does not.
He has scent.
He is sent, yes.
All right. Yep. Guy says dark vision 60 feet.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Gaius, what you got?
All right. Well, I will attempt to attack the one in front of me.
Sounds good. So they seem to have lost some of their their prowess, as it does not seem that they really can see what's in front of them now. They're kind of looking around and they just don't see anything.
All right. Well, I'll attack him with the axe.
Let's see what you got.
Let's see. 8 on the dice. Plus 6, 14. And then plus 1 for that 8 I forgot about.
It'll be a 15.
Yeah.
Okay, they're somewhat off because of Flickerwick, and they can't really see much because of the darkness. That is a hit. Roll some damage,
Boom.
please.
I will
Coming
take
into
that.
contact with that last standing Devil's Den Warden.
doing 8 on the dice, so 12 damage.
Oh, and your swing cuts deep into their side, and they collapse to the ground. Okay, so at this point, all the pit fiends have fallen. Only Blasphemous the Imp and Melina Elspeth, the Dockside Devil, still stand. What will you do, Gaius? So you did your chop. You still have a move action. You can move around or
Yep, so I
pull a
will
weapon or something.
move in to engage the imp.
You're going to move in to engage the Imp. So if you were to go directly there, you will be going through Melina's, the Dockside Devil's threatened area, so she would take a poke at you.
Does she have reach with that spear?
It is not a reach weapon.
Okay.
To get there, you'd have to go through her threatened area.
Yeah, so I'll push through her threatened area.
So as you approach, she's going to take a thrust at you with her spear. Oh! And it is a horrifying miss. She
Perfect.
thrusts forward, and you're not even there anymore. You've moved much faster than she anticipated by the looks of it.
She wasn't expecting me to be taller than her.
Yeah, that's what it is. That brings us to Kurgan Thunderhowl.
I'm basically gonna knock an arrow and shoot an arrow at her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna guide. I don't know how would you tell him to attack that scent?
Okay, so you're going to try and get him to attack. Well, like one of them is a tiefling, the other one is an imp. So they would have distinct.
Okay, attack.
Like an imp would have a distinct,
Yeah.
brimstone-y smell.
So I'm gonna have her attack the tiefling.
Okay, so you're going to direct him to attack the lighter aroma.
And my arrow.
But again, this room is very chemically smelling, so it's going to be a little harder for him to navigate by scent. But
Better than nothing, right?
okay, let's see that attack roll.
Attack roll of 22.
22 against the Dockside Devil. That is a hit. Roll some damage, please.
For 5 damage.
Nice, a solid strike. But she, you get her right in the shoulder, and she kind of glances down and looks back at you and smiles with a mouthful of fangs. Okay, one more of the Devil's Den Wardens ceases moving. Brings us to Scarlet Carson.
Oh, you know what Scarlet wants to do.
Oh, she's even in charge range.
So
Move in, charge?
I'm gonna move in and flank.
Okay, so you're moving in to flank.
I wouldn't be able to charge to that spot.
Nope.
So I'm gonna move there.
Now, moving into flank, you would be moving through her threatened area. She has done an attack of opportunity, but
She may be
There's
able
that
to do
threat.
another one, but I think I'm gonna take it.
you're going to go for it.
Because before I do, I'm also going to change as a swift action, I'm going to change to a damage.
Okay, you're going to go +1 damage.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, as you move through her space, she thrusts her spear at you.
Very good.
Okay, so just to confirm, I got you at 14, 10, 14.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, she thrusts and it punches right through your gut. Ugh! The sound strike. For 15 damage.
Very good.
Ugh!
Joel, God.
Tasty.
Oh, boy. That hurts.
Fortitude save versus poison, please.
Versus poison. I have
Versus
antitoxin.
poison. So that'll be a +4 on your save.
Oh, that's a good roll. Okay, 24.
Okay, you are not affected by whatever she has on there. You feel it, there's a burning sensation, but it quiets down. And you had dark vision, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so that's that. You get a poke for your trouble as you walk by for flanks.
Well, I'm going to attack her. This is a 24 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
That
is a hit.
As my burning vigor.
Sound strike.
It's my turn. 17 points of damage.
Oh, that is big.
That might be
That
the
is
only
big.
attack I get. So,
She still stands,
okay.
and she licks her lips when she sees her blood from that wound.
Kurgan, now I'm hurt, by the way.
And she looks like
I know.
she has fixated her attentions on you
I
now.
figured.
And that was with your +1?
That was with my... No, it was not.
Okay, so 1 extra. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
Sorry.
Okay, that brings us to Blathmus. So Blathmus is going to wave his little wand. He's now hovering in his space that he's in there. He's going to wave his little wand.
Provoking, perhaps?
It does not provoke. But the gem on the tip, instead of glowing with that little vibrant blue light, it kind of flickers and then the light goes out. Nothing happens.
UMD.
It looks like he failed to activate that wand. But some of his wounds heal. Okay. It looks like the last of the thugs ceases moving also. As they're on the ground there. And that brings us to Greymane. So Greymane is going to do a perception check. We'll see if Greymane can sniff out this smell.
Perception check for Greymane. As he tries to sniff his way. 16 perception.
With a 16 perception, he sniffs his way forward, moving up to the dockside devil. He can make an attack. He's going to have a 50% miss chance, but I can attack nonetheless.
I guess it's better than
So you want
nothing.
51 or higher on that percentile when you make your attack roll.
Okay, the gold one is the first number.
So that's 100%. So that's going to hit possibly. What's the attack roll?
Probably not that much. 15, 16 with aid.
If not for Flickerwick's mere presence, that would have been a miss.
Oh my
However, it
goodness.
is a hit. Roll some damage, please.
Come on, Greymane.
For 6 damage.
Okay. Dockside Devil still stands,
Oh.
but will she fall prone?
Come on.
So he
This is
latches onto her
huge.
leg and pulls.
This is huge.
16. Oh, aid 17. Right? Aid would help apply to it.
Yep. Would be a 17.
Come on.
Hers is dropped, but not enough. She still stands.
Man.
That was close. You were very close, though. Oh, he was close.
That flank.
But no, she still stands. No flanks, because he wouldn't anyways, because he can't. Doesn't really know she's there per se.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a pretty solid turn from Greymane. That brings us to Flickerwick. So he continues raving. Blasphemer! And 2 beams of searing light fly forth towards the imp. Oh, and both hit.
Oh, what happened? Oh,
Flickerwick shot 2 beams.
F dub?
One hits for 4, the other hits for 2, for a total of 6.
Are those touch attacks?
Go
They are ranged touch
Flickerwick.
attacks.
Flickerwick. Flickerwick.
And they ignore damage reduction. Okay, that brings us to the Dockside Devil.
Oh, boy. Goodbye, my friends. Finish this for me. I'm really nervous, Chris.
You should be. You should be. Okay, so she is going to thrust back with her spear and drive it forward towards Scarlet.
Well, is Kurgan not acted yet? Because she attacked twice.
Those were attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Trying Joel.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, because we're at the top. Okay, so she thrusts forward. You're at a 14.
I'm at a 14.
Is that correct?
Yes. I don't like this. You're.
And the spear thrusts forth, glancing off your armor.
Oh my goodness.
Barely missing. If not for Flickerwick's fearsome presence, it would have struck you.
Does this guy need a permanent home? because like I got room in my cadre for him if he's looking.
Are you sure? Remember,
talk after.
he's here at the behest of his glorious and intelligent mastermind of a master,
True.
Lokic Drogma.
Oh, that's right.
So of course, he's a little over dramatic.
I'm so nervous about
Melina missed. Okay, that's okay. That's too bad. Okay,
No, it's
she's going
not
to. She's going to 5 steps her way back, gets into the corner, prevent any flanks on her. It's Gaius' turn.
All right.
So you are face to face with the imp, Blathmus.
All right. Yeah, it's time to put you down for your evil ways.
Coup de grace, one guy, and you get.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I'll take a big
He also
swing at him with
forced
my-
Kurgan into the chain shenanigans.
As Scarlet's like, yeah, his evil ways. You
Yeah,
gotta kill
him,
that guy
yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
no.
man, dice just aren't loving me today. So that's a 5 plus 1 plus 6 for 12.
For 12,
Yep.
you slash forth, but it's far too agile as it flaps back.
Does
and
the
forth.
imp
You
have
miss.
dark vision by any chance?
The imp has see in darkness,
Okay.
so he's got no problem.
Just
Kurgan.
checking. Just checking.
Kurgan, it is your turn.
I'm going to move up to Joel,
Okay, so you're going to advance
Scarlet.
right up behind Scarlet.
and I'm going to hope. Do I have any spells left?
Just hang out. Give me a pat on the back. Like, all right, buddy. Good luck.
I got one more Cure Light Wounds left. For 6,
Oh, buddy, thank you.
but I'm out of
Thank
spells.
you. Thank you.
And I'll continue to tell Greymane to attack the Dockside Devil.